Okay, so welcome to the video tutorial for Popplet. So the first thing we're going to do is open up Google Chrome and then search up Popplet. It's always the first one that comes up. So this is what you see when you first open the website. There's like different things. So there is an app for your phone. And so you can click login and you have to download the Adobe Flash Player. So where it says trouble signing in, you click here and then it's going to say you have to download it. So click download and then allow. Okay, so there are paid versions of Popplet. So basically, there's a free trial. So the free trial gives you 10 Popplets with all the features, and it's free. And then there's a monthly plan, which is $3 a month, and it's unlimited Popplets with all the features. There's also a yearly plan that's $30 a year, and it's also unlimited Popplets with all the features. So we're just going to sign in real quick. Popplet's also recommended for all ages because it's like very simple and easy to use, which you'll see in a second. And it's also recommended for all like levels and all different like subjects. So it's open to all subjects because it's very broad and like you'll see in a second. So this is what you see when you first sign in. There's different tabs like at the top, which is the logout, your account button, which is like how you'd switch from a free trial to like a paid subscription. There's full screen, which if you're like presentation like we are right now, you'd click that and it just like takes away the tabs at the top. So we're gonna exit full screen. And there's also like their social media accounts for this website. So over here you have your Popplets, and it shows all the Popplets you've ever made or have been like working on. So they're all here, and then if you ever wanted to delete a Popplet, there's a little X that you click, and also there's a little button right here, and if you click that, then you can see like the starting dates, and like last time you changed it, and you can also delete it by hitting the X like here. So there's also a public Popplet button right here, and that's like all the Popplets that have ever been like made by people who are also using the website. So it's just loading for a second. So basically like real life people that have made Popplets and published them for everyone else to see. So there's most recent, most popular, if it ever loads. Okay, so that's going to take a while to load, so we'll come back to that. There's example Popplets over here, which is Popplets that the actual website has made. So if we like go, okay, well this one's loaded. But if we click on like one of the example Popplets for this one, example from New York. So this is what you see when you first click on it. And then to zoom into something, you would just click it and zoom over. And you can always just like click the next box and click this box. And then to go back where it says like all of them, like you can see all of them, you click view all. And you can also zoom here. So you can zoom out and you can also zoom in a lot. And then to move around the screen, you'd like click and drag across to see everything. So to escape out of this, you can click the home button and it comes back to this page. So if we go back to your Popplets, this is how you make your new Popplets, obviously. So you click make new Popplet and a box like this will come up. So you have to, it tells you how many Popplets you have left if you're using the free trial. So you're going to name your Popplet and then you pick a color, which you can change later on when you edit it. So let's just like pick orange and then you click make it so. So all you see is like a blank screen. And then there's the same tabs up here, but this time we have the color and the settings icon. So if you click the color, this is also how you change the color of the background. So if we could just change it to here. And then the setting icon is where all of your like actual steps to building the Popplet are. So we can click new Popplet, which a text box like this will pop up, and you can just like type whatever in it. And then to change this button right here, changes the color of the actual, like the individual box. So we could just like change that. And then the little A right here is the font size. So we can change it to bigger, medium, and small. And then right here is where you want it aligned. So like the middle, the left, and the right. The little like paintbrush right here is that you can actually draw things. So you could like pick color and then just draw whatever. And you can like expand the box so you have more room to draw. And then to go back to like the same size, there's little arrows like right here. And you click that and then drag it back to the size you want. It also changes the size of the drawing. And then clear drawing just gets rid of it and you can resize the box. So you can see like on the sides there's these little like bullet points almost. So what you can actually do is like click and then drag and a new Popplet will appear and it looks like they're connected. So you can just like connect like how many you want. And then to get rid of like a connected line in the middle, you'd hover over it and then click the X. So that would just get rid of the line. And if you wanted to get it back, you just draw the line back. And then you have it there. So there's also a comment button like right here. If you can see like the little speech bubble. That's like to leave comments. You can leave it on your own Popplets and also other people's Popplets. So if you click that, you can see how like you add comment right here. So you just like type whatever. And then click add this comment and then you can type whatever. And then you can see all that there. And then if you hit back to main, you can tell when someone's commented on it because like it's like you can see the comment button appears. So that's how that works. And then if we go back to the setting icon, you have to hit save because it doesn't save on its own immediately. So once like it saves, you click OK. And so we have all these different settings, which is basically how everything works on here. It all revolves around the setting button. So you have the edit, which is like undo, and then copy Popple, which we can't do right now because we're almost out of Popples with the free trial. So we have the organize, which is like if you click all of the boxes and then hit like align vertically, for example, it would all line them up. And then so you can distribute the heights, distribute widths, make columns, make rows, turn auto snap on, which like snaps it to be vertically. And then you can also make rows, snap to all grid, and snap to selected grid. And the add content is like if you wanted to add something that was from a different website or something off like Google, for example, you'd hit that. But you could also like when you're in here, you could type a link and then just hit like enter and it'll appear like as a link. So if you hit view, there's presentation modes. There's two different ones. So if you were to present it to your class, like it would look like this. And you can also record it, which is pretty cool. And then there's the presentation mode 2, which is another kind of presentation type thing. And then you can also export it as like different types of files. And you can also you have like the Popplet timeline right here, which is pretty, so it sees like how long you've been like working on this. You can come back and it'll always like be there. You can always like check that. And then there's like you can print it, and then if you were to like export it, it can give like you the link, but it can also just save it to like your files in your computer, which is cool. And you can duplicate it, which again we don't have enough samples for the free sample since we don't have enough Popplets left. And then so you do have to save it, and then once it's saved like for the first time, you can go back and work on it and it'll actually save on its own. And then there's a share button over here, which is how you could like share it to like social media, or you can make Popplet public for like the tab on the home screen that said public Popplets. So that's how they shared it. And you can collaborate with another person. And then you have that. You can also so to click and drag to like move them around, you just click it and you don't have to like drag. You can click the name and then click and drag and then you can move it all around. So we have this setting that snaps it on, so if we could turn that off. And then you can move it like wherever you want. So if we go back to an example I made earlier, we could go click the home button, and then we can just delete that Popplet that we just made, because it's not important. So if we go back to this Popplet, you can see how like I used it as an example for like math. So you could like solve for x, and you can show like the steps, and you can align it so it looks like it goes in order. And then you can also just have like a random thing here. So you can change like colors to like associate with it, and you also change the individual colors. So just change like that one Popplet. So this is basically like how you work the Popplet and everything. So again, you have to pay for a subscription if you want unlimited Popplets. You don't have to because there is free subscription, but you do have limited Popplets. So if you wanted to make an online poster that's interactive for other teachers and also your students, this would be like a good website to use. So I hope this was helpful, and thank you for listening.